7 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use, for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringed.
There's no pressure. I'll be creative and I'll share this energy so I can give you all of me. All of me. It's been 11 days and 11 nights, and I've been thinking about you constantly and all the time. Maybe I'd even go down on my knees just to get to where you are and make you mine. I don't wanna rush it. Yeah. I just want you to trust it. We'll be fine. Give it time. There's no pressure. I'll be creative and I'll channel this energy so I can give you all of me. All of me. Spend a whole day, babe, I go a long way. Don't ever worry if you got me, cause you got me. All of the wrongs you've had, I wanna make it right. Just one chance, I won't fight it. It's alright, it ain't my time. There's no pressure. I'll be creative and I'll channel this energy so I can give you all of me.
Salute and welcome to Blended Healing. It's been a minute, right? It feels like it anyway on my side. Listen, teachable moment. Deja vu. I know y'all heard of that in many different instances and things that go on in our lives, and we feel that we're like repeating a moment, right? Deja vu, like something has happened and we're just reliving the moment. Some people even say that deja vu has something to do with a past life. But there's levels to the shit. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I know that we have all felt it in some point or another, the eerie feeling of being in a familiar space during an experience that's actually happening for the first time. This strange phenomenon is known as deja vu. I'm giving you the textbook of it, and it has eluded different people for centuries from all different scientific backgrounds and all of that jazz, right? But none have able to pinpoint its causes in the mechanics of deja vu. But strangely enough, even though deja vu seems to be an enigma, it has more layers than was previously understood. While many other are familiar with deja vu and what it entails, many are unaware that deja vu is the fact, and in fact, an umbrella term for an array of different types of feelings. many of which you'll likely have felt before without ever realizing. There are many different stages of deja vu. But before we go forward, I even consulted the divine, the Holy Spirit, and my team to come in and assist. So I pulled some cards as well. When it comes to deja vu, this is the message that the divine has sent, and hopefully collectively it may resonate for some, but if it does not apply, then let it fly. Ashe, ashe. When it comes to the tarot, in regards to deja vu, you are getting a message of the Seven of Fire, imploring you to remember a time where you have to stand up for yourself, where you have to stand in for your beliefs and have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Deja vu. You have felt this before. You have been here before. You know this, man. The time has come for you to stand up for yourself. There was a time that you didn't let others create self doubt or talk you out of what you know is right for you, at least. There was a time that you know exactly what to do, and your thoughts and your feelings are perfectly accurate. Don't back down. Your past lessons are here to let you know in this deja vu moment that this isn't the time for compromise unless it's not working for you. In the deja vu moment, there is a message for choosing your battles. Would your energy be better or focused somewhere else or on something that's more important? Listen to your intuition and let your instincts guide you. If the matter that's at hand, that's coming up in your deja vu moment, is extremely important to you, then stand your ground. If it's just a sort of whatever, don't waste your energy. Don't allow people in power to intimidate you. Deja vu. Assert yourself. Sign petitions. Call and do things. Be an advocate not only for other people, but for yourself. Deja vu. Deja vu. There is strength in numbers. Affirming the rights, your rights, learning to say no, defending your position, challenging those in power, courage through adversity, physical fitness, training, the wisdom of this deja vu moment, a past life, is relating back to strength. You are reminded of just how powerful you are. Archangel Ariel has also tapped in, who is the lioness of God and will stand by your side through any challenge. Ashe, Ashe. Scenario. Imagine that Celeste, who has been living in her current neighborhood for years, yet one evening as she walked home from work, everything suddenly seemed strangely unfamiliar. The houses, the trees, even the street signs appeared alien to her, as if she spent or she never even seen them before. Despite her repeated journeys along this same route, she shouldn't or she couldn't shake the eerie feeling of unfamiliarity, leaving her disoriented and unsettled. If you have ever shared the same uncanny feeling of the unfamiliarity as Celeste, you've likely experienced James Vu. James Vu is regarded as the opposite of deja vu, directly translated to never seen. James Vu occurs when a familiar situation or experience feels unfamiliar or strange, as if somehow being encountered for the very first time. The feeling of Jamas Vu is thought to arise from disruptions in the brain's recognition processes. In typical situations, incoming sensory information is matched against stored memories, leading to a sense of familiarity or recognition. However, in Jamas Vu, the matching process somehow fails to occur, resulting in the spooky perception of the unfamiliar. So it's the opposite of deja vu. Jamas vu is something that you feel as though was never seen. And it feels strange because it does not even feel familiar to you. I ask the divine, what would that mean for you right now for things that you feel that are unfamiliar, even though it was a part of your regular routine? When it comes to Jamas Vu, the eight of air has come out for the collective. It is the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. Jamas Vu. There is no reason for you to remain in a situation that is making you unhappy. Jamas Vu. It's unfamiliar to me. It does never be seen. I know I'm right in this space, but why do I feel this way? Your belief that you are trapped is an illusion. It's an illusion. That's why it's unfamiliar. If you let go of your insecurities and your absolute focus on the challenges you face, opportunities for freedom will reveal themselves. Beloved, being in a place that seems unfamiliar, that you don't know about, when it comes to Jamas Vu, silence the ego's incessant message that you are unable to affect change in your life. This is untrue. Why is it not familiar? Why do I feel as though I don't even know this place? Nothing looks familiar to me. Because with your determination and your confidence, you can change your circumstances. If only you would believe in yourself, take responsibility for your life now. Feeling helpless, feeling confused, seeing yourself as a victim, being afraid to take action, the need to take back your personal power, lack of self confidence. Beloved, your ability in this Jamas Vu moment is to see things clearly. And it's based on your willingness to take charge of your life. Allow Archangel Chamuel to assist you to experience an awakening in this moment. Ashe, Ashe. Situation. Imagine Alex, who was enjoying a game night with his friends. During a lively trivia round, Alex suddenly found himself unable to recall the name of an actor from his favorite movie. Despite racking his brain and feeling on the brink of remembering, the actor's name remained frustratingly elusive. Although his friends offered suggestions and clues, Alex remained on just just at the tip of recalling, yet still knew the answer was just out of reach. If you have felt this type of feeling before, then you have experienced presque vu, also known as the tip of the tongue. Presque vu, meaning almost sore, occurs when an individual feels on the verge of recalling a specific word, name, or ideal, but unable to retrieve it despite the effort. These moments often occur suddenly, like a little warning. Some studies with this propose that these moments of near insight arise from recognizing different stories between unsolved problems and past experience. However, the absence of identifying the specific memory in question, the frustrating feeling of being on the edge of an epiphany can occur. Presque vous, presque vous, tip of your tongue. I asked the divine what message could be the answer that is right at the tip of your tongue that you kind of remember, but you don't, and you just can't call what it is. And the divine answer. And this is the message for the collective. The divine has given you transformation. It's a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations. Breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. It's right at the tip of your tongue. You just can't figure it out. You just can't figure it out. Archangel, Chamuel, the eyes of God can help you see what changes that need to be made. He also offers a hint that the time for change is now. It's right at the tip of your tongue. Presque vous is right at the tip of your tongue. It's almost that you know the answer and you just can't get your brain to function with your memory to get the words out because you tend to instinctively know when it's time for big changes in your life. You are being blocked, beloved, of the memory, even though how much you are trying to recall it. And it's right there. It's right there. The answer is right there. But it's being blocked. Transformation. You may act on your instincts, or you might try to ignore them out of the fear of uncertainty. One thing is for sure, beloved, the necessary changes will happen, even though it's at the tip of your tongue and you're trying to remember it. Why are you being blocked? You're being blocked because it can come through your will and your action. Or you can wait for the universe to make the changes for you. There's usually less drama if you just take the reins, but the choice is yours. Do you really need to remember that? Do you really need to go back there? Do you really need to answer that? Or have you transformed? Or are you in the process of transformation? That even though it's on the tip of your tongue, you're being blocked. Beloved, big events in your life are imminent. Rest assured that those changes will lead you toward greater happiness. However, the initial disruption might be a bit of a roller coaster. It's right at the tip of your tongue. You have to have faith. You have to believe in the process. Know that you are loved and that you are confronting challenges. Challenges that will be completely worth it. Beloved, it's liberating. It's at the tip of your tongue. It's being blocked because you're going through a spiritual awakening. Beloved, acknowledge the truth. Release belief systems that no longer work for you. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're running out of time. It's at the tip of your tongue, but it's being blocked for a reason. Ashe, Ashe. Scenario. Imagine Lita, who woke up from a very vivid dream feeling shaken and disoriented. Later that day, while visiting a new spot, right, with her friends to eat, she suddenly felt a strange sense of familiarity wash over. The ambience, the aroma of the coffee, even the conversation around her seemed to echo fragments of her dream. In that moment, Lita felt profoundly confused, as if the lines between her dream world and waking reality were blurred. If you have felt like you lived a strange reenactment of a dream, then you've shared Lita's experience of deja vu, translating to already dreamed. Deja vu refers to the sensation of experiencing a current situation or event that feels like a memory from a dream, mysteriously mixing with your waking realities and dream recalls into one. Deja vu is thought to occur when neutral patterns of activation similar to those of a past dream are triggered during waking consciousness. This can lead to an eerie sense of the familiar or something that resonates with the content of your dream despite the experience being perceived as occurring during your waking reality. Deja vu, experiencing something that you dreamt about and it's now unfolding in your waking moment. You already dreamed it. Let's see what the message is that the divine has for the collective. Ashe. The Tarot has released a message of the Knight of Earth for you. When it comes to Deja Rêve, that a dreamlike state, your dreams are playing out in real time. It's that you think that you have plans, A and B worked out. Let's begin to work on your plan C. Deja Rêve, a dream that you had that is playing out in real time. Something that you are prepared for, just like the Knight of Earth. You believe that every step that you take, you have to have plans. You have to have plans. You thought it through. You outlined it in your dream. You cross referenced it in your dream with copies placed in a vault for safekeeping in your mind. And for that reason, you are also the slowest moving of the nights. Everyone just heard you say slow and steady wins the race. And yes, you are often right. However, Deja Reve, you've been here before. I just dreamt of that. I can't believe that this is happening. You are loyal. You are dedicated. You are protected. You are charming. And you are endlessly patient. It is playing out in real life. You stored it in your mind, in your memory bank. You jumped up out of bed with your heart pounding as things play out in real life. You, beloved, have a big heart with a quick wit, though you're not necessarily the chatty one, right? You don't talk about what you've seen. You're experiencing it in real life. You are pleasantly and often charmingly say what needs to be said. And that's that. Why are you holding back now? Your dream is playing out right in front of you because it's time. It's time. You have a mind like a steel trap, and no detail gets past you. You see the big picture of things, but you move like you don't. When you see things that are crystal clear on every single step of the process, that will ensure you success. You jump out of your sleep and your dreams are playing out because it's time. Because it's time. You are being called to this awareness now to let people know what is going on instead of you being silent. You need to move a little faster. Deja Reve, move a little faster. How many more plans are needed that you can't start now? A plan is supposed to be a guideline, not a straitjacket. Open your mouth and articulate what's going on. It doesn't mean that you can't get it out, but you will. A little faster would be nice. How many plans are needed? Can you start now? A plan is supposed to be a guideline, not a straitjacket. You know you are really should get it going. When it comes to other people, they trust you. You're kind. You're dedicated. You're honorable. You're understanding. You're dependable. You are chivalrous. You are gallant. You're loyal. You're smart. And you're protected. You're funny. You're business minded. You're afraid of change, but you will risk in the case of adversity. Take that leap and repeat that dream to help other people. Ashe, Ashe. Imagine that Kev, who stood at the edge of a cliff, overlooking the vast expanse of a canyon below. As he gazed out at the rugged landscape, a flood of memories consumed him. He felt as though he had stood in this exact spot before, experiencing the same sights, sounds, and emotion. Despite knowing well that he had never visited this location, Kev couldn't overcome the overwhelming sense of the familiar, and as if reliving a moment from his past. What Kev experienced is known as Deja Vu, and you wouldn't be alone if you felt this before either, meaning already lived. Deja vu refers to the sensation of reliving a past experience on memory in vivid detail, often accompanied by a strong emotional response and a sense of disorientation, as if your personal timelines have been disordered. This common but strange phenomenon occurs when the brain's memory retrieval processes are activated in a response to current stimuli, leading to re experiencing past events as if they were happening in the present moment. Emotional arousal, context clues, and integration of sensory information all contribute to the intensity and the realism of deja vu experiences. If these experiences, if these experiences happen, and these different explanations of what we have covered is unsatisfactory, you must understand that so many other people feel the same way. Ashe, Ashe. When it comes to this different feeling, this deja vu, this feeling that you have are recalling memories because you're in a different location and the stimuli has already made you feel as though you already lived it. Let's see what the divine has says about deja vu. Ashe, Ashe. Deja vu. I already lived this. This already happened to me. Right here in this spot has drudged up something that has already been done. I already passed this way before. It's an acceptance of your leadership role. It is structure and discipline. It is the energy of the emperor. I already did this before. Archangel Michael is here with the world in his hands. His sword of light will help you to release anything getting in the way of your success. I already been here before. I already been here before. But meanwhile, back at your castle, You trying to take care of some business. You love the creative chaos. You've been here before. You've done this before. Things have come up and you're repeating a cycle. You have done this before. You love the creative chaos. But you also know that the chaos can be successful for only for so long. Eventually, there's got to be a little discipline, a little organization in order to be the leader that you're supposed to be. Ashe, Deja, Baku. Some mistake has happened in the logic for you being unfeeling, but that's not true. You've been here before. It's about taking on the role of a leader and to communicate and to be the chief organizer out of love. You want all people in this time right now to be fed, to have a roof over their heads, and to be generally happy. You've been here before. Perhaps you're repeating this lesson for you to apply your knowledge of what has already happened in order to do a better job at it. It's the need to communicate clearly and to create wise but compassionate guidelines for people to follow. Beloved, I need you to understand the big picture and all the messy details that have been taken care of. Somebody's got to do it, so why not you? But you don't feel sorry for people sometimes. Because sometimes you might love this kind of stuff, this chaotic shit. But you're being brought back to the original spot for you to change trajectory, to do something different as a leader. As a leader. You need to detail some things to have a better outcome. Thinking things through logically. Worldly success, relying on your intellect, balancing daily concerns with the big picture. Perhaps being a father figure with the divine masculine energy and taking responsibility for others. You've been here before. You know that how this is going to play out. This is your opportunity to change that path and take on that new leadership role. I hope that, like I told you, it's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? It's levels to it. It's levels to it. May this message find you well. And now you have another notch in your tool belt. Ashe. I'm going to leave this here. And to take us out is our own Tiara Latrice, making dreams come true. May, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Tiara Latrice.
Try to step up on my toes, you know that shit is worthless. Trying to get a bag and I ain't talking about a birthday. Walking to the top because I know my journey worth it. I ain't got no pride, so please just know that you can't hurt me. I done been abused, yeah, I done been neglected. Painting on a smile, yeah, I got that shit perfected. Positive vibes is the truth that I'm projecting. I can smell the hate a mile away, so don't get reckless. I'm 10 toes down and I'm grinding from the dirt. Go against me, you the one that's gon' get hurt. Product of the most high, demonic shit don't work. All my old flames chicken, all them niggas jerks. Coming for the shit that I lost in a truckload. I'm a good swimmer, go ahead and try to rock this boat. I'm rising high and y'all frontin' just to stay afloat. I ain't picked this path, I got a lot of pain to tote, so this is just a warning. Better play your cards right before you try to fuck with me. I'm loyal to the bone. Try to stop my shine, and that shit is just unlikely. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. I done seen the bruises, I done seen the blood. Explain myself only to get fucking judged. I'm firm in my spot, I ain't fucking budge. Better be lucky, I ain't hold no fucking grudge. You get slither like a snake, I see you niggas trying. I'm queen of this jungle, about to slaughter like a lion. The games that y'all be selling, PSA, I ain't buying. The tears going down, what the hell, I look like Brian. I'm busy being busy, I don't mind, since the devil's land. I'm counting blessings while y'all counting nothing tainted bands. Rather be a poor queen than a rich peasant. I'm creeping on the scene, but y'all won't feel my presence. I done learned my lessons, y'all fools are still in class. Cause so much destruction, welcome me to the aftermath. You can't measure my success upon no fucking graph. Yeah, I'm humble, but I'm ready for this last laugh, so this is just a warning. Better play your cards right before you try to fuck with me. I'm loyal to the bone. You try to stop my shine, and that shit is just unlikely. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. There's a lot of things I never thought I had to say. Let me make my position clear. I'm right around the corner for success. And I'm up the block from stomping on y'all niggas' heads. You know what I'm coming for. It ain't nothing monetary, nigga. But I'm coming for that throne, nigga.